Okay, thank you so much. Okay, Madhu, can you hear me now?
Yeah, Chandan, I can hear you well.
Hello?
Okay. Yes, Chandan, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Madhu, can you hear me?
Chandan, I can hear you. Can you hear me? Can you hear
Okay,
me?
what I will do, it's taking a lot of time. So we'll just
No, I can
start
hear
with
you.
the training first because your time is more important.
Okay.
You
I
have
can hear
given
you.
out your time for us. So let's continue with this. So
Sure.
I will again come to this page at the end of this presentation.
Sure.
Okay, so I already introduced you about myself, about my company. I try to introduce you with my team members, and the name and contact details will be shared on the chat column. So I will just take you through some detail about this country, Uzbekistan. So again, I'm just referring the websites dookshare.com. So dookshare.com is our website specially designed for the B2B market. So if once you are on this page, so you can see the name of the countries where we have given all the details. So because today we have a training schedule for Uzbekistan, so I'm just going through the details of the Uzbekistan. So once you click on this tab, you can see the destination information. We have information about Tashkent, we have information about Samarkand, we have information about Bukhara. So basically, these are the three main cities which are part of Uzbekistan, and these are the most visited cities. So we have extended itinerary for other places, like once we are done with Tashkent, we are done with Samarkand, we have done with Bukhara, then we can continue our itineraries to further destination like Khiva, Urgench, and few more places, which are just like starting from Tashkent. It's a straight route. You'll first come to Samarkand, then to Bukhara, then you come to Khiva and Urgench. So we'll start with Tashkent first. So basically, Tashkent is the capital of Uzbekistan. It is the main city in Uzbekistan. It has a history of almost 2200 years and one of the oldest cities in Central Asia. So it's a very beautiful city. The infrastructure are totally modern. They have huge botanical gardens. So I will come through all the details. So let's have a detail what we have on our website. So these are the details which you can refer in future also. So that was the reason we are going through these websites, and it has been designed for you only. So whenever you have any inquiry for Central Asia, you can just log into these websites and refer this detail to educate your customer. Okay, so tourism in Tashkent is ever changing and it is getting more visitors annually. So apart from being one of the wealthiest city in Central Asia, it is also the economic and cultural center of Uzbekistan. Tashkent is far from what we assume it to be. It has a plenty of modern restaurants, wide avenues, modern architecture building, and offering good accommodation and transportation. So if you are planning to visit to this place, we have like different itineraries, which I will show you in few minutes. Let's go through the attractions which we have in Tashkent to offer. We have kept the module of training very simple and with the pictures so that we don't go much into the history, because giving so much of information about with the history will not be possible in the 1 hour. So if you want any further details, we are there to assist you. You can get in touch with us and we'll share you the maximum information with audio, video, and itineraries, whatever possible. So we are there to serve you, but just to have a basic idea about this country, we'll run through these websites, the details which we have prepared. It will be easy to understand and get the image of the country if you have not been part of this training before. So these are some attractions. It's Ahmed Temur Square Museum. It's really huge museum. The museum is in Tashkent and focuses on genealogy of Ahmed Temur. The museum displays 500 artifacts and attracts over 2 million visitors yearly. Then Freedom Square and Mustalik Maidani. So this is a central The Central Square is the largest in Tashkent, Uzbekistan. It is hosting center for country and military celebration. So whenever there is any annual function and there's a huge gathering of public, so this is the place which is the hub for all celebrations, whether it is for the country local festivals, whether it is any military celebration or parade. There are a few nature attractions, and these are like they're like world famous places in the list of beautiful mountains. So it's like a mini Switzerland over here. The place is Chingam Mountains. It is also known as the Switzerland of Uzbekistan. So whenever the people, the groups who go in winter and come back, they are really surprised with the kind of snow they experience for hours and hours in this country. So Chimgan is one of the most popular ski resort in Uzbekistan, also known as Switzerland of Uzbek. The valley is on top of the slope has a height of 1,200 to 1,600 meters above sea level. This place is almost 100 kilometers away from Tashkent, and it takes around one hour, 1.5 hours to reach this place. It's a very lovely drive, and once the people reach here, they don't feel like coming down. They get a chance to go through the cable car. They get a chance to take picture on the top of this mountain. So this cable car takes you on the top of the mountain. If you are adventure lover, you can go for the ATV ride. You can go for the horse ride, and these horses are really huge. So first you will feel like taking pictures with these horses. They are so beautiful and so healthy. So you get a chance to ride by paying some nominal amount. Then 5 kilometers away from this beautiful mountain, we have a man-made lake. The name of the lake is Charbak Lake. So in the picture, you can see it's so huge in size, and there are so many activities you can enjoy here. You can go for a speedboat ride. You can go for the banana ride. Most of the sea activities which you normally do, or you have seen in the pictures, normally you see the pictures of Fifi Island or maybe Thailand or maybe Andaman. So all the activities, world-class activities are here. You go for a speedboat ride, you just need to pay hardly for $4 to $5, and you get a chance to ride for around 20 to 30 minutes. It's a really beautiful experience. During winter, this lake is completely frozen, and people come here for doing skiing also. It's a very important place for the people visiting Uzbekistan, for the locals who are staying, and the people nearby to this place. Then they have very beautiful botanical gardens. Most of the plants which you see in these botanical gardens have been brought from different countries long back. So now it was really surprised to get the customers review about these gardens. So once they have any day free during the itinerary, they feel like they have been to these places and they have come back with so many good pictures. So these botanical gardens are really world class. It's not like a normal park had been made and it is not maintained. They are really maintained very well during day as well as during night. This is Alisar Navoy National Park. It's one of the Uzbekistan's urban park named after Alisar Navoy. The park is constructed on a quarry site of the brick factory. This is a surprise for many people. Like if somebody is part of this training first time or they don't know much about Uzbekistan, so this is a bullet train which operates from Tashkent to different parts of the city of Uzbekistan. So it's really a surprise for many people, and this is must to do in the all itineraries which we sell. So we most of the time we get so many requests from different groups, and they don't want to miss the ride of this beautiful train. So I will tell you some detail about this train. This train runs at a speed of almost 200 plus kilometer per hour. So this train is now a lifeline for connecting different countries, and a very important part for tourism perspective. So they are very luxurious from inside. So depending upon the classes you get, classes you travel in the train. So they have economical, they have economical, they have premium, and they have VIP classes. So there are different cabins for different choice of the customer. So meals are served in VIP class. Otherwise, you get tea and some snacks in the other business class. So in economic class, it's normal air-conditioned coaches, and it's a very beautiful ride. So if people who go for short duration like 4 nights or 5 nights, they go for a day trip. So this train really connects well the city, the capital city Tashkent, from the major historical cities Samarkand, Bukhara, and Khiva. So it's a very important part. So people go for day excursion. They go early in the morning and they come by evening. So the train, we have a like very good connection in the morning around 8 o'clock, and then we have a return connection around 5 o'clock. So hardly it takes 2.5 hours to 3 hours to reach these beautiful places. So it's a very short journey. Then Tashkent Metro is one of the major attraction in Uzbekistan. The way it has been built, it's of the Russian age. So when it was built during when Uzbekistan was part of Russia, so it's really beautiful. Once people go inside, they come back with many pictures, and they sometimes they like to spend more and more time. So it's a very important place for visitors, and they enjoy spending time and taking good pictures and exploring the different carvings and the monument, the way the pillars have been designed, the stage, the way the floors have been designed, the sitting area, the lights. So it's really very beautiful and very elegant. Then we come to the options in Tashkent. We have shopping and markets. So Chorsu Bazaar, if you see the image, it's a dome shaped bazaar. It's a traditional bazaar in the old town of Tashkent. It's almost more than 100 years old. So if you see the pictures, they have a huge area for different. So they have a floor for meat, they have a different area for baking, they have a different area for fruits, they have different area for spices, and it is very less crowded. So, and the most of the things are really fresh. So once you get inside the markets, you will feel the smell and the aroma of different items they sell in this market. So it's really fresh. You can purchase the dry fruits you can suggest customers to purchase the dry fruits, because the dry fruits is one of the most preferred buying items from this market. So people love to buy dry fruits and bring to India for their families and friends. This is another bazaar, Aliski Bazaar. They developed the Oriental market in 12th to 13th century and considered the oldest bazaar. So this is the oldest bazaar in Tashkent. I'm sharing some images of the monuments. I will not go into the history, but if you can see the image, it's purely made of the marbles. So they are really beautiful. They are huge in the size. If you see the detail of this Menor Mosque, it's a new mosque built in 2014, so almost 6 years, only 6 years back, and its construction is different from its white marble finishing. It can take up to 2,400 people at a time. Another mosque, Tashkent Mosque. The whole complex is stunning. This is another exemplary mosque found in Tashkent. It has a great architecture with a calming environment. These places are really huge. So anybody who's fond of history, they would like to love exploring these places. So they have a huge history related to the Silk Route. So Silk Route itself is a big topic to discuss. This was a route which was the part of trade in ancient times. So people used to do barter system. Everybody used to bring their production and to a certain place, and they used to go back by exchanging them. So these mosques were built where people can stay, do prayers, cook their foods, and there were certain other areas close to this place which was built for their cattle. So this was one of the main places people would like to stay during transit from one city to other, one country to others. So it has a very deep history. If you go to the Silk Road, everybody knows, have heard this name from childhood. We have read in history, but if you go deep into this history, it's really surprising and interesting too. Then you come to Kodildash Madrasa. It is the main center of Muslim education, built in 1570. The madrasa serves as a fortress public education place. Today, it is a place, an institution where students live and train to learn about Islam. So if you have a family inquiry, if you have an inquiry for honeymoon couples, if you have an inquiry for any group, incentive groups or the MICE movement groups, So they are also enjoying being part of this kind of activity. So basically, it is more focused on the on families and the local people. Like there is a Tashkent and Aqua Park. It is the largest amusement park in Tashkent. The land is also known as Disneyland of Tashkent. So it's a newly built park, and people love to and being spend time and enjoy the beautiful and adventurous rides. And there is a Tashkent Zoo. It's like almost every normal zoo. They have lions and different species of animals. So if you are interested visiting zoo and if you have time, then you can go and visit. Another important attractions we have in Tashkent is the Tashkent Circus. It is in huge demand actually. So whenever we make any itinerary, we always recommend people to go for the show, and it's a really show because people have been seeing circus in India, and most of the circus are based Russian names. So most of the circus you will see Russian circus, Russian circus. So they are the real Russian people performing the circus. So you will get experience of uh, experiencing a real shows performed by the real Russians. Then we have Ice City in Tashkent. It is a very important place for childrens during weekends or in the evening. So you can do skiing and play with the different characters. This is a newly built park by the name Ashgabat Park. So it's really huge inside. So they have different kind of rides. They have different outlets for local cuisine. It's a very good place to hang out during evening. So it has been newly opened and slowly it will be part of our itinerary. Then Tashkent Museum. This is also one of the major attraction. They have a huge list of architects and the detail about their history. So people who want to go inside the museum, they will have to have like some extra time. Otherwise, normally we take it from the outside. So it's a very important part. Especially, you can suggest this place to the FIT customers or any architect group which comes. So you have to include these places. It's a very big museum in size, and they have so many things displayed. There is a rail museum also in Tashkent. They have a huge collection of diesel, steam, and electric locomotives, the way we have in different parts of India. Then there is a wax museum. People love to go to this place and take picture and feel like being seeing them live. So the picture, because of the kind of statue they are built in wax museum, they almost give a real feeling. So you can spend some time. It's an important part of attraction, and people are asking to include this also. It's a very important attraction. Then we have TV tower. It's almost 257-meter high, and until 1991, it was the third tallest tower. This is another monument which has been made from a huge rock. It's a valuable monument dedicated. It's dedicated to the victim of 1966 earthquake. As I told you in the beginning, this country is full of natural surprises. So, and to handle the groups and the customers, they do have beautiful resorts and the advanced cable car along with these mountains. So these are like images of the places. This is the image of the resort, Amarsoy Resort. It's in Tashkent. It's like out of the city, but it's a really beautiful place. If you have a FIT customer, if you will just you can easily recommend these places to them. Then we come to hotels and restaurant. Tashkent has some of the widest range of accommodation options due to an excellent atmosphere and views. We have compiled a list of the best hotel are of good value service location for you to relax and enjoy your stay while in Tashkent. So the image which you see in the picture is the name is the like most preferred five-star hotels for all kind of traveler, whether it is a group or FIT or any different group. So whenever if they have plan to stay in five-star hotel, this is the most preferred and most recommended hotel in Tashkent. So it's in the city of Tashkent. Then another five-star hotel is Hotel City Palace. It's really centrally located and walk at a walking distance of most of the local markets. Another is International Hotel it's a 5-star hotel located in the city center. Hyatt Regency, it's super luxurious hotel. The rate of this hotel, although it's a 5-star hotel, the price of these hotels are almost triple the price of any 5-star hotels we have in Tashkent. So, for example, if the rate of say Miran hotel is around $200, the rate of this per room per night, the rate of this hotel will be per room per night around $900, $600. So you can imagine it's almost a triple. Another newly built hotel we started last year is Hilton Tashkent. It's a very premium hotel and luxury hotel. The price of this hotel comes in the range of Hyatt. Then another League and Plaza, it's a basic 4-star hotel. It's widely used in most of the incentive groups coming from India. So the people who have sold Uzbekistan package, they know that this is the most preferred hotel. It's a budgeted, it's a like basic 4-star hotel, you can say. So it's always good to ask people if they're looking some from premium 4-star, and it's always good to give the information about this hotel. So please do take care of this. Otherwise, it is the like most preferred hotel in terms of price and the location. And also we have Indian restaurant inside this, so that could be another one reason. Then we have another 4-star hotel, which is Ramada. Then Lotte City Hotel, Hotel Wyndham. This is another boutique hotel which started in 2018. It's a basic 4-star hotel. These are few hotels which we have been recommending to guests because of the price range. Then Simma Hotel, they are little premium 4-star hotel. They can handle big group size. Another premium 4-star hotel, it's Ichen Kala. If you see the image, they are really beautiful, and a lot of money had been spent on interior. So kind of marble, the kind of bedsheet, the kind of curtain, the kind of glasses, everything is based on history. So this is another basic 4-star hotel, which is just in front of that lake. So anybody who wants to stay in front of the lake, we have so many inquiries, so many customers who always request that we want to stay at the lakeside. So other than this hotel, there are many other hotels. This hotel also serves Indian meal. So whenever we have a day trip to this Charvak and Chimgan Mountain, we prefer to have lunch in this hotel only. So it's a basic 4-star hotel like League and Plaza. Then we'll come to some pubs, restaurants, and bars in Tashkent. So this is Raj Kapoor. They serve really good Indian meal. So it's a very old restaurant, and it's from the time the shooting of movies like Mera Naam Joker have been done. So this was a favorite place where Bollywood actors used to visit. And after this, only the name of this restaurant was given as Raj Kapoor Restaurant. So people who visit to Tashkent, they always ask for this restaurant. The staffs here are from India only. Then this is the picture of another Indian restaurant, Amar Restaurant. This is another bar, Czech pub bar. Now it has been upgraded. Okay. Another bar is FM bar. So whatever detail I'm just going through, we have on this website. So it becomes so easy for you to just log into the website and go through the same detail again. That is the reason I'm just going in a very simple way, so that you can refer these websites again and again for your future bookings and inquiries. So I'm just going through the details which we have uploaded on the website. So it's almost like a presentation for you. You can use this for Uzbekistan or any other country which you can see in the list of countries we have given on this website. Then another is Arum 898 bar, then Prince Club. These are some of the most preferred bars. We always inform our customers. So if they want to spend time for the nightlife, they can go to these places. These are the most preferred nightlife places. We have limousine service in Tashkent. This is the most preferred airlines. It has a direct flight from India, from Delhi and Mumbai as of now. So we have from Delhi, we have almost departures, or 6 days. 6 days we have departures, and from Mumbai we have 3 days departures. So maybe after lockdown, the schedules, there will be change in the schedule, so it will come to know. Otherwise, this is the main carrier. for Uzbekistan. They are the national carrier for Uzbekistan. It's Now I will take you to the other major city, which is Samarkand. The same website I'm using again. I will just go on this Uzbekistan tab. I will click Samarkand travel information. Okay, so Samarkand is another important city. Like whenever there is any group, so Samarkand is always a part of the itinerary. 99%, 90% of the time, if people have like an itinerary of say standard itinerary which operates is a four nights and 5 days. So we always recommend them to go for a day trip. So what the reason why we recommend them for a day trip is because it helps in doing check-in and check-out. So for example, if you're going and staying in Samarkand, so first you will have to check out, then you will have to check in again Samarkand. So next day again you have to check out and check in to Tashkent. So it's a day. Other, or if you have a continue itinerary to Bukhara and to Khiva, the other important cities, then you can. Then we recommend people to take a stop in Samarkand, then in Bukhara. Otherwise, we have a train connection early morning at 8 o'clock, and so people take this train. They reach there by 10:30, 11. They spend the whole day. Again, we have a train in the evening around 5 o'clock, and they reach by 8 o'clock. So it's a very good day excursion. So people love this excursion suggestion, and they say, okay, so it's like must to do. So that it's important city about history and culture. So I will just go through the details which we have on this website. Samarkand is in the valley of Zafran River. We know it to be the second largest city of Uzbekistan. Before Tashkent, Samarkand was the capital of Uzbekistan. The city is marvelous and has attractive power. The city was named Rome of the East. So you can imagine if it has been named as the Rome of the East, what would be the number of the monuments this city has. So the city was named Rome of the East by the poets and historians of the past. The city's history has gone through decades and growth, and today it is the treasure of a spatial antiquity spirit. Samarkand divided into two parts. It includes historical monument shops and old private houses. So Samarkand has now two parts, New Samarkand and Old Samarkand. So it's very good feeling when you visit Old Samarkand. So historical monument, it includes historical monument shops and old private houses in its old region, and administrative building, cultural centers, educational institution in its new region. Spring and autumn are the best season to visit this city because there is a lot of walking and visiting of the monuments. So otherwise we operate these places throughout the year. So during a day trip, it is easy for people to spend around 1 hour to 2 hours to visit this monument. So they don't go much into deep. They love to see the structure of these monuments and go through the basic history and take good pictures. It used to be, as I told you, it used to be the capital of Uzbekistan, but the country has a new capital, that is Tashkent. Samarkand is an old Rome, Babylon, and Memphis. It's a historical place of great interest. It is like an open-air museum. There is no much to see and explore. There is so much to see and explore in the Samarkand. So I will take you through the beautiful pictures of the monuments. Without going much into the history, I will just share the beautiful monuments. So if you properly see the blue colors and the way the monuments, these mosque have been designed, so it's really beautiful. You will not feel the actual construction, the way it has been constructed. So it's really different experience when you're just in front of these places and get a chance to touch. So the name of this place is Registan Assembly. We call it Registan Square also. So like this place has three mosques just facing each other. So the fourth side is open for the people to view and make their prayers. Otherwise, when these three mosques are built so properly, it's really huge in size. When I say huge in size, it's almost, you can say, a football ground, more than a football ground size has been used to make these three monuments. the Sidor Madrasa and Ulubeg Madrasa. It's a very beautiful. This is the image of the Registan Square. So what I told you about the three mosques facing each other. So you can see the center picture and the fourth one. So this is the picture taken in front of this Registan Square. This is Gur Emir Muslim. It's a Muslim and masterpiece Islamic center. It is of historical importance and it represents the history of Persian Mongolian architecture. This is Bibi Khayyam Mosque. In the 15th century, it was an important monument of Samarkand. It was built from the spoils of Timur's invasion of India. Again, this has a very good history. If you go about this journey of Timur, you will get so many information about this. It was built in 15th century. Okay, now Samarkand Shahi Zinda Assemblem. So this symbol was formed during the 19th century and known to be one of the best complexes of medieval Samarkand mausoleums. These are name of the few hotels in Samarkand. Samarkand has many sites, noisy, dynamic, and young, but the city center is where you will find most of the good hotels to stay. They are close to most of the shopping centers, attractions, restaurants. Here is a list of some best hotels to stay. So the name which we have mentioned on this website, these are the most preferred hotels, and with the feedback of the customers only. So these are like few hotels which can easily handle the group size, small and big. So Hotel Asia, it's a chain of hotel which we can see. It has a hotel in different cities. They have Hotel Asia Tashkent, Hotel Asia Samarkand, Hotel Asia Bukhara, Hotel Asia Khiva. So this chain is there in all the major cities. Then this is another beautiful hotel for small groups and FIT customer, Hotel Emir Han, Hotel Malika Classic. It's a 3-star property. It also has chain in Uzbekistan with modern touch. This is another big hotel, the Hotel Regal Palace. It's a 4-star hotel and 5 minutes from Samarkand airport. So it is very close to the Registan Squares also. Then this is Hotel Registan Plaza. This hotel is widely used for the group size of say 200 or 100 plus. So it's it can handle a group size, a big group size, mostly the incentive groups. So it's a 4-star hotel located in the city center just across the Amir Taimur Hayata Monument and a few minutes walk to the other attractions in Samarkand. It's Jahangir Hotel Samarkand. It's a top-rated bed and breakfast and located in the city center and a few minutes walk away from the Registan Square, Bibil Khan Mosque and the Samarkand Railway. These hotels are good to stay. Like if you have a customers going for FIT or if you have small groups, if you make them stay to this kind of hotels, they really get a feel of touch of the history and the warmth of the people. So it's like staying the home of the local people. We have a chat column on this right hand side of the screen. So you have any now I'll take you through restaurants where we normally go for the lunch. This is Karim Bake. Lunch is the best part of this itinerary after the experience of bullet train. So we have a huge list of people who always appreciate, we can say 100% people appreciate when they go for the lunch in Samarkand. So Karim Bake is one of the most preferred restaurant. Another is Paltan. So it is the only local meal which is served here, and the kind of pulao Uzbek pulao, it's like very famous and huge in demand across the world. So people who come to Uzbekistan, they always take the taste of different varieties of pulao. So whenever they are in Samarkand, the kind of pulao which is served here, it's really amazing. So people love to fill their stomach with these dishes. So they love the salads also, which is served here. They are very crunchy and juicy. They always say like, we never had this kind of lunch from long time. So it's really appreciated. Mubarak House is another most preferred restaurant. So people always appreciate about the salad, about the this samsa, which we call as samosa. So they have veg and non-veg options. We have airport in Samarkand. It's a half-hour drive from the city. So we have connection of the same airlines. Then we'll just go through the other important city, Bukhara. Again, we are referring the same website. The experience of Bukhara is almost similar to Samarkand, but it has a different story to tell. So it's always good to have little information about the history whenever you are including this place as part of your itinerary. So Bukhara is one of the ancient cities and holiest city in Central Asia. So whenever anybody who is coming on Ziyarat package, so basically Ziyarat is a very important tour which is performed by Muslims and they would like to visit the places of the saints. So the city like Tashkent, Samarkand, Bukhara, there are so many mosques and monuments which people would like to visit. And this, when somebody is on Ziyarat, so visiting these places are the main inclusions of the itinerary. So Bukhara is the most preferred city in terms of Ziyarat package. So it is considered the holiest city in Central Asia. And it used to be a prominent stop in Silk Road. So with a population of 2,47,000, it is the nation's fifth largest city located west of Samarkand. So it's 1.5 hour train, 1.5 hour train journey by bullet train. So Samarkand is around 330 kilometer from Tashkent and Bukhara is almost 500 kilometers from Tashkent. So once we move from Tashkent, first we reach to Samarkand and Bukhara comes after Samarkand. Then we move on to Khiva. So it's a straight line starting from Tashkent, Samarkand, Bukhara, then to Khiva, and then to Urgench. Then we connect to the other country borders like Turkmenistan and Kazakhstan. So for a long time, this city has long served as the center of trade, culture, scholarship, and religion. It is rich in its historical cities, which comprises of 140 architectural monuments. Bukhara is holy city with many mosques, madrasas, and shrines. So it is also a historical center which was preserved for centuries. So UNESCO has also listed Bukhara as a World Heritage Site. So these are some of the attractions in Bukhara. It's a great minaret of Kalon. It was called the tallest building in Central Asia. The ancient architecture is incredible piece of work which has withstood time for almost 9 centuries. The 105 inner stairs has been closed off to tourists, like our Qutub Minar. People are not allowed to go up. So the size of this mosque is really huge. Then it's Poi Kalam Mosque, main assembly in Bukhara center. It's a very important religious complex built located around the Kalan Minaret. The mosque has a beautiful courtyard and gorgeous arcs and columns. And then is Mere Arab Madrasa. This is really beautiful actually. So once you are inside these madrasas or mosques, it's really beautiful. You can take so many pictures. They have been built by the great architects of those times. So you just need to go through the history if you're interested to know about these places. Then this is Moshe Bolo House. It's an historical mosque and inscribed in the UNESCO World Heritage Site. It was built in 1712 and was under the Bolshevik Russian rule in the 1920s. This Ismail Samandid Mausoleum, it's considered being one of the highly architectural works of Central Asia. It was built as a resting place for Amir of the Samanid dynasty, along with the remains of his father and his nephew. This is the most common place. You can say it's like a center of activities. Like most of the small hotels are just in queue in front of this place. The name of the place is Liabi House. It's an ancient architecture that surrounds one of the few remaining ponds. They have survived in Bukhara. The magnificent architecture built during 16th and 17th centuries. So the most people like to spend night here. All it's a very beautiful place, and it turns different after the sunset. Okay, this is Chor Minar. These are the local markets in Bukhara, so you can go and buy some souvenirs. It's good to buy some souvenirs from here. They have really beautiful souvenirs, and it's a very nominal price. These are some trading domes where tradings are done. If you once you are inside, you will find so many beautiful small and big shops of carpets and different monuments. It's a really beautiful place, and it's a big in size also. This is Arc Citadel. It's a massive fortress located in the city of Bukhara and was initially a citadel structure until it fell into the hands of Russians. Today, it is an important monument and a popular tourist attraction. It's a big in size. So it has been very really well maintained inside. Place of moon-like stars. It says Sitori Mokhi Khosha. The place used to be a summer resting place for the Khans of Bukhara when the city was under the Russian protectorate. It's a feature and Sabal Oriental and Russian decoration style. So most of the things you'll see here is built in the Russian style. This peacock looks like Indian, but it's from Bukhara. Then it's Nadir Devon Begi Madrasa, again another beautiful madrasa. If you see the picture, the sixth picture, so they have also placed small chairs and tables, and you can just sit and take the experience of having some local cuisine and the performance by the locals. It's a really beautiful place where people come and sing the local song. You get a chance to have tea, coffee along with the local dishes, especially like samosa, which is very attractive for Indian people. So anybody who goes to this country, they always like to try two important meal, which is Uzbek pulao and samsa. This is another madrasa, Abdul Aziz Khan Madrasa. Okay, so another madrasa. So I'm just scrolling down the monuments, which if you want to be in Bukhara, you can see these places and understand the history. This is a monument to Hodja Nasruddin. Okay, let's move on to some hotels that is important for you to know. So these are some hotels and restaurants. Hotels Malika Bukhara. These hotels are really very good. The kind of dishes are served here, it really amazes people. So be it breakfast, lunch, or dinner, you will get only local meals when you are in Samarkand and Bukhara. Getting Indian meals is not possible till now. Otherwise, people love to have this pulao because this pulao are also vegetarian. It's almost mouth watering, so nobody can resist it. And people, in fact, people have started asking, we want to have this in Bukhara, in Samarkand or in Bukhara. This is another hotel, boutique hotel, Minifa. It's a 4-star property. Asia Bukhara, as I told you, this has a chain in all the major cities. They can handle big groups also. Hotel Omar Khayyam, it's a 3-star hotel, but it is not looking like a 3-star. Then it's Kavsar Boutique. It's again a 3-star rated. Okay, now I'm just ending this presentation about city here only. We'll go to this website, Dook International, where I just want you to see what are the packages we have available. So if you see the page, we have this Uzbekistan. So I'm just clicking on the Uzbekistan. As I told you, this country is huge in demand for the Indian market, and I'm sure you must be knowing. So we have designed so many packages. I'm not taking you inside the package or inside the itinerary. Otherwise, the standard itinerary is always about these 3 places, mainly 2 places. If somebody is going for 5 days, it's Chimgan Mountain, Charbagh Lake, Samarkand, and the city tour, and the visit 2 different options like snow park and other parks which you can do if you have a day free also. If you have a long itinerary, then if you have a 5 nights itinerary, you can add Bukhara also. So I'm just going through the name. I will request you all to, if you are more interested knowing these details, you just go on this website, click these itineraries, and just try to go through the details, because we have a lot of time now to go deep into all the itineraries. So we have itinerary for 4 nights and 5 days, standard itinerary 3 nights and 4 days. It's a 6 nights and 7 days. So whenever we have a requirement, we have, if you see this itinerary from inside, it's more about historical tours. So then we have 5 nights and 6 days where we add Samarkand stay or a day trip. 16 days Silk Route, which covers Kyrgyzstan, Kazakhstan, and Uzbekistan. So we have multi-city itinerary. We have multi-city itinerary in terms of luxury. So if somebody wants to experience luxury, yes, we can do that. But most people who prefer to go deep into the history, they are not focused more on the luxury hotels. However, it depends upon the person to person. So we have designed all kind of itinerary. On the right hand side, if you can see, we have Ziyarat itineraries for 9 days and 8 nights, 6 nights and 7 days. So whenever you have any inquiry for these countries, whether it is a standard tour for a group, it's a FIT group, or say archaeological group of architects, see, we have so many itineraries for you. Uzbekistan Ziyarat, it's Oasis of Uzbekistan, 13 nights and 14 days. Then we have land packages for customers who would like to join from Nepal. Like we started getting so many groups. We have only ladies group also. So we have ladies guide who can speak Hindi also. We have our local guides who are very good in English as well as Russian as well as Uzbek, and they speak good Hindi because they have done their graduations from Delhi University. We can easily cater the student groups. So you can see we have placed the itinerary Tashkent special tour for students and for 4 nights. So we make arrangements for visit to different industries and historical places. Then we have a tour of like Uzbekistan, Turkmenistan, Kazakhstan, and Kyrgyzstan. So the name of the tour is 4 stans tours of Central Asia, which we do in itinerary. So these are the itinerary which is been designed to help you to understand what would be the routing, what would be the approx pricing. So you can always suggest this itinerary. Then essential Silk Routes for 12 nights. So 7 nights, mini Silk Road, Almaty and Tashkent, 6 nights. Last year we have operated all the itineraries as a combo, like we gave free Almaty tours. So it was a very good response. So these are some of the itineraries. Another important tab I would like to go through is Agent Connect. So you just need to register yourself on this, and you can see the list of the fixed departures with the number of seats available, number of seats sold, and the final price. And you can download the itineraries from this website. The prices which we mention on this tab is always fixed and guaranteed. So it's a very good platform for you. So it's very important you have this login. And if you have not done it, you can do it today also. So you just need to use your email ID, your password. Once you will submit it, it will be approved from the back office of our IT team, and you can access them. As I told you in the beginning, we have a team which is completely dedicated to the travel agents. So they are there for you to connect with us. So whenever you have any inquiry for any destination and you want to have the detail of those places, so this is the contact page. You just go through the name. We have offices. This is a list of the offices. We have New Delhi, in Almaty, in Bishkek, in Tashkent, in Yerevan, in Tbilisi, in Kiev, in Moscow, in Baku. So we have our offices across all destinations we have been selling. We have our office in Mumbai, Dubai, and Delhi. Now this is the important page. I'm sure you must have seen it on the chat page also. Otherwise, you can come on this website, take the name of our colleagues. We have a team who look after all the agents of South, West, East, and North. So we have people, we have Abhishek Patil, Mr. Rahul Chaudhary, Mr. Madhusudan, Syed Jafar, Hitesh Jani, Rustrik. So they are based basically into Mumbai, Chennai, Hyderabad, Ahmedabad, Kolkata. We have Shotangi Tohan. So Shwetangi Chauhan, like most of the team members report to her. We have Mr. Rahul Chaudhary, who is also one of our senior staff. So he is mostly looking after the big groups. So you have any inquiry, you can always contact our senior colleagues. The name and contact number of our colleagues are mentioned here. So it's good to have these people or contact details on the website. They are the bridge for you for our company. You need any information related to any of the Central Asia countries, so they are there to help you. So this was about Uzbekistan, about Dook, about me, about the what is there to serve to your customer for Uzbekistan. So this was about this destination. We have all the details which I have told you. It's on the website only. So whenever you need any information, the websites which I have been telling you from the starting of the training, I request you to please bookmark these websites on your internet tab so that you can just go through the details during this lockdown period. So it's a good place to take all the informations. Also, if you see at the end of this, if you just, we have, I will just show you one more thing which is very important. So if you click this departure and you will see the drop box, there is an option of itinerary. So we have listed so many itineraries without our company logo, which you can go and download. So if you come down, you see there's a option of button on the left hand side down. It says itineraries. So this is important material for you. If you see, we have list of fixed departures, we have list of FIT and ad hoc groups. So if you click on fixed departure, these are the itineraries which can be downloaded. If you click on this FIT, you'll be surprised to see we have so many, almost 60 to 70 itineraries ready-made for you to refer and insist your customer this kind of itinerary. So you don't need to send so many emails, wait for the reply. You just go on this itinerary tab and download your itinerary. If there is small changes, you were always there to do the changes, but these are the itinerary which has been specially designed so that you don't need to waste your time on changes. So this was about Uzbekistan, this was about Dook, this was about me. I thank you again for being part of this itinerary. Thank you so much. I'm just ending this training with this small video. Thank you again, everybody, for being part of this training.